TPLF Tigray People's Liberation Front has leveled new allegations against the Ethiopian military. Any truth behind these allegations, or is it part of TPLF's plan to put pressure on the Ethiopian military and the Ethiopian federal government? Secondly, what is happening in Eritrea? Pictures, videos in circulation showing Ethiopian affairs meeting with Eritrean affairs backed by the Eritrean government. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching, viewers. Good to be with you. No live chat so far this week. Some viewers inquired about live chats, so they sent me emails. We'll resume soon, and hopefully in coming days we'll resume live chats. Firstly, new accusations by the TPLF against the Ethiopian National Defense Force. TPLF, in its weekly statement, has leveled new allegations against the Ethiopian military. And I think that the allegations have an agenda behind them. TPLF says that in Salamti, Warida, Mesebri town, a Tigrayan has been killed. A Tigrayan IDP who returned to Salamti, Mesebri a few months ago, but the Ethiopian National Defense Force killed the returning. TPLF has not shared details, and it's difficult to verify the information. But TPLF directly accused the Ethiopian National Defense Force that the ENDF killed the Tigrayan refugee, IDP rather. Then TPLF goes on to say in the same statement that ENDF and the federal government of Ethiopia failed to protect IDPs returned to northwestern Tigray, Maravolkai, to northwestern Tigray, Mesebre, Salamti. And IDPs to Maravolkai, Sagade must return after the withdrawal of non-ENDF forces from there and after the withdrawal of settlers who were brought to Western Tigray and settled there by the federal government. So TPLF reiterated its new position that IDPs should not return to Western Tigray. Before that, preconditions need to be fulfilled. Two preconditions. Firstly, TPLF claimed that 100,000 residents, current residents of Maravulka Saga, they are not original residents. They were brought in recent years after the war and settled there, so they must leave the area. Secondly, TPLF is demanding the dismantlement of the Damlo government and the withdrawal of all non-ENDF forces, taken as guards from the area. Both these preconditions are very difficult. It is not easy to fulfill these preconditions. So whether, I don't know if the man in Salamti was killed or not, but TPLF is basically saying no IDPs will return to Maravulka Saga until preconditions are met. One of the main preconditions of TPLF, which TPLF will never publicly admit, is the demand for restoration of TPLF status. Getachew Reda, I reported last night, is working on a plan to start the return of IDPs to Mavolkai Sagade. TPLF won't allow Getachew to take credit for that. That is why any Getachew-led program for return of IDPs is going to be rejected by TPLF. We could see more attacks on IDPs who return to southern Tigray, who return to Selemti by TPLF-backed elements to prove that IDPs who already returned are not safe. It's a very complex situation. TPLF is the main player in Tigray. Federal government wants to just kill TPLF politically, which is not possible because ruling elite is from TPLF. Tigray military is supportive of TPLF. The issue of return of IDPs to Mavolkaya Sagade, issue of status of Mavolkaya Sagade is linked to restoration of TPLF's status, I believe. Secondly, viewers, in Eritrea, another Ximdo ongoing. Ibrahim Usman led anti-Ethiopia Afar opposition fighters group is being established there. And I did a video 48 hours ago. I said that preparations are underway, and Eritrean government had asked the Sultan of Haita to organize a program in Assab, which should be attended by Afars from Ethiopia, Afars from Djibouti. And the Eritrean government is promising to the Afars of Ethiopia and Afars of Djibouti that they can join Eritrea. They can just rise against their governments, and Afar territories can become part of Afar territories of Ethiopia, Afar territories of Djibouti can join Eritrea. Eritrea will give limited autonomy to these areas. Pictures in circulation showing an Afar gathering in Eritrea. The pictures show both Eritrean flag and the flag used by Afar groups in Ethiopia. Eritrean government-backed sources are claiming that Ethiopian Afars and Eritrean Southern Red Sea Zone Afars met, and they're working on peace, that these Afars want to engage just like communities on Tigray-Eritrea border are engaging. I have a clip for you showing Ethiopian Afars with Ethiopian Afar region's flag. You can be seen in the clip. Clip is from Eritrea. It's about the ceremony, which I'm talking about, ceremony organized by Ibrahim Usman in Eritrea. Very dangerous games are being played by Eritrean and Ethiopian governments. Neither of them is sincere in working for peace. They're trying to use different tribal elders, different ethnic groups, different players to serve their interests. Tigray-Eritrea reconciliation is not sincere. It is basically an alliance against the federal government. This Southern Red Sea Afar, Ethiopian Afar engagement is not sincere. Eritrea is not sincere in making promises to the Afar people of Ethiopia and Djibouti. Eritrea basically wants Afars of Ethiopia, Afars of Djibouti to secede from Ethiopia and Djibouti and to start an uprising in these countries. Ethiopia is no different. Ethiopian government no different. Ethiopian government doing the same too. It is promising Eritrean affairs to rise against Eritrean government and join Ethiopia or work as an autonomous region. All parties playing very dangerous cards, which will create more instability in the Horn of Africa. I have a clip for you from this ceremony, which I talked about, organized in Eritrea, led by Ibrahim Usman, attended by Afars from Ethiopia, Afars from Eritrea, and maybe some Afars from Djibouti too. Watch the clips. Watch the clip. You can clearly see that Ethiopian Afarian flag can also be seen. Ibrahim Usman is basically from Ethiopian Afar region. He served as a regional official, senior level official. He developed differences with Abul Arba. He defected. He just entered Eritrea. And there he's organizing an anti-Ethiopian government Afar fighters group. Watch the clip. Thanks for watching.
Okay.